Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. And today we got a couple good chunks of news to go over. But before we get started, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below. We're going to feed that YouTube algorithm as we try to get to the illustrious 1,000 subscribers. So appreciate any of the help you can give me. So let's get into it. So some things I've come across the news channel as of late. Changes to the Magic product languages. So Magic has released something saying that starting with Dominaria United, they will no longer publish tabletop Magic in Russian, Korean, or Chinese traditional. So that means they'll leave it on regular Chinese, but as of right now, Chinese traditional will not be printed. So they're removing three different languages from the cards. It says here, while we do not plan to publish tabletop Magic in these languages, we will continue to fully support Wizards Play Network, yada yada yada, with Korean and Russian. The core languages include English, Japanese, Chinese Simplified, French, Italian, German, Spanish, and Portuguese. So while not all products are available in all languages, our premier sets and other ancillary releases will focus on these 8 languages. So let's talk a little bit what that means. There's a lot of hubbub going around the net that this is the sign of the sign of Magic failure and it's going under and yada yada yada. No, guys, you're not correct in the slightest. Let me tell you what's really going on. As a player who used to go to tournaments all the time and still does, and go to big tournaments, here's what's really going down. These 3 extra languages, whether they are played a lot or not, are still foreign cards, and with a majority of the Magic player base being English dominated, people don't want foreign cards. Now, some foreign cards are cool and they're kind of neat, but again, if you play a foreign card, your opponent's going to ask to see uh, what the translation is. You have to get a judge. They're not going to believe you. And if you try to go sell foreign cards to a store, if you haven't, then you don't know why these cards are stopped being printed. I'm here to tell you most stores only take English cards. If you bring them a Korean card, they don't care if it's like right now, for example, Goldspan Dragon, $25 card. If you bring a Korean Goldspan Dragon to a store, they're going to give you maybe half price. They don't care what it's really worth because no one's probably going to buy it, especially to play it locally. And that's just the way it goes. And now maybe you have a store in your area that does buy these things, but I'm here to tell you most people don't buy them. Most stores don't buy them. So therefore, they become worth less, and Wizards spends extra money to not only print these cards in a different language, but to pay people to translate them. So imagine, let's say, it cost, let's be nice and say, over the course of a year, $100,000 to translate a set of cards into Russian. So they spend $100,000 in Russian. Then they spend $100,000 for Korean. They spend $100,000 for Chinese traditional. If they just put these in English, which is the majority of what people already play, they can almost save $500,000 by just not paying translation fees. Let alone the extra cost for extra print runs, extra this, extra that. Like, this is a cost savings decision that is based on where the majority of the people play and a majority of what people want. Now, you may think a different language, what have you, whatnot, but at the end of the day, this is all about money, guys. It doesn't mean Wizards is going under. It doesn't mean that everything's going to die. All it means is they're cutting costs. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why they haven't stopped printing in all different languages, except for like English, Japanese, maybe Chinese, and that's really it. Maybe some Spanish if they're feeling froggy, because they're going to want to play in the major languages. Because honestly, most Americans are lazy. I know because I am one. and we don't want to learn extra language. However, people who are French can speak English, people who are German can speak English, people who are Spanish, most of them can speak and read English. It's that's the thing. The common denominator is English, and I kind of see this being as the cost of things go up even more to kind of mitigate extra expense and keep revenues high. Them taking more roads like this to keep costs down, revenues up. This is not the end of the world like everybody would like to think. Um, Magic's still investable, money's still going to be there, and they're not going anywhere. So, thank you all in the cheap seats for your opinion, but you've been saying this for 30 years now, and yeah, one day you will be right, but it may not be even be a day when you're alive. So, thank you again for your input. Anyway, moving on. Also here at the bottom, you notice it says Dominaria United. Magic's much appreciated or anticipated appreciated. It's appreciated too. Anticipated return to Dominaria releases globally September 9th. The thing I found interesting about this is normally it's a lot closer to reveal time before I start seeing not only spoilers, but actually box sales go up, especially from the guys that I buy from. They've already posted their box sales. So I mean, we're a little over a month away still, and I'm used to it being a lot closer. So it's going to be real interesting to see what happens with Dominaria because this may be another um, double Masters fiasco, or it could also very easily be another New Capenna fiasco. So we're at two sides of the spectrum. There's a chance it could land in the middle and just be a good set. I would like to think it's going to be another fiasco for for double like a double master style fiasco where everything's going to be more expensive, much like maybe Neon Dynasty. That's my hope. Just because spoiler alert, I bought some boxes and I want the price to go up. So but there you have it, September 9th. So be on the lookout. I'll start posting as soon as I find out when the spoilers are going to be released and start covering them as well, as long with the normal stuff of when's coming, everything's coming from the list, so forth and so on. So with that said, let's get on to item number 2, probably my favorite. That's right, Unfinity previews and key set details coming this weekend. So they have announced that the Unfinity and some other stuff will start taking place this weekend, July 23rd. Uh, head to the Rosewater, yada yada. So basically, San Diego Comic Con is starting this weekend. And at the Comic Con, they are going to release some cards for Unfinity. Yeah, Unfinity. Sorry, I forget what they called the set. Also, Balagatog and some other places. So if you attend the panel at the San Diego Comic Con, the event will take place Saturday, July 23rd, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. in room 24 ABC. Unfortunately, those not attending, there has been no mention of the panel being live streamed. However, most Rosewater's panel from last year was hosted on Twitch, so don't lose hope just yet. So Unfinity is still scheduled to release October 7th. You know, August, September, October. I think because of how much they've pushed these sets together, I think Unfinity is going to be very unwelcome since it's not even really a good playable set. But we'll have to wait and see. I hold my pessimism until I get a little more information. But don't worry, it will be there when it comes out. I'll be more than happy to share it with you. So with that said, another quick announcement. They introducing Historic Anthology 6 and Explorer Anthology. So the reason I want to talk about this is, we get things like Goshinto, which is no big deal. Tarmogoyf's showing up. Avacyn's showing up. Explorer Anthology, Favorite Hoplite, Supreme Verdict, Kalitas, Trader of Get. Have you guys noticed they're starting to print a lot of the cards that are popular in Modern along with other older formats into Arena? Maybe this is their way to slowly make older formats playable in Arena. So, uh, there's a weekend plan. You can draft Alchemy Horizons, yada yada yada. I don't know why you'd want to play this for money because Horizons is awful. But if you guys do want to go check it out, feel free to go hit it up. Dungeons and Dragons is happening right now. They got some pretty cool cards that will be on there. Quick look at your event schedule. I don't see anything on here I really care about. I mean, there's a cube, but who cares? Horizons, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Quick Draft for some reasons in August. Whatever. I'll be at Gen Con. So Streets of New Capenna, like I don't get any of that. We go back to Innistrad for Premier drafts. Like why? Then we got some midweek Magic stuff. Nothing too great. Singleton and Omniscience is always a fun one. Stop by, check those little fellas out. They're free. Play-in events for July, the best of three, July 22nd, which is again the Alchemy one, which is Phantom Sealed. Lit. In August, best of one qualifier play-in format Alchemy, again lit. Also a best of three on the 19th, still more lit. Um, Qualifier weekends format for both days is Alchemy, both days Alchemy. So clearly no one's really gonna play this because it's Alchemy. It's just awful. Season ranked rewards are kind of floating around here if you guys want to take a look. You can pause the video, feel free. Don't really care. It's Arena. So that's a quick overview of everything happening and released in the Magic environment for now. Spoiler alert, 14 days to Gen Con. I will see you guys there. If you guys are going, hit me up in the comments section of some of these videos or send me an email, preferably before Gen Con, because I'm going to have a hard time checking it when I go to Gen Con because I won't have my computer probably. Yeah, anyway, point being, you want to hook up, play some Magic, or just kind of hang out, let me know. I look forward to Gen Con every year, and I hope to see you guys there. So without further ado, don't forget, try and get to 1,000 subscribers. Anything you do can help would be fantastic. It's a click for you, means a lot to me. And if you've done everything you can, you still want to do more, and you want to help out, I appreciate it. You can check the description for a link to the eBay store. Monthly subscription on Patreon to get all kinds of cool swag and discounts on the store and special deals on products. And there's also, like I mentioned, the email that you can reach out and say, hey, I look forward to hearing from you. So until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Preferably at Gen Con, because oh my god, I want to play some games.